Hello guys, this is called fake borders. Fake borders derive from using 35mm film, or it could be medium or large format film. It's printing the outside of the film area using an oversized negative carrier, where you'll get a sort of darker or black edge to the image, essentially. And you can download high resolution copies of this on the internet, and then you can apply them onto your own images. So this is a Type 55 Polaroid border that you can see here on screen. So have a search for those, or Polaroid Type 665 are also very, very good. But please do search for 35mm borders, and you can even do the sprocket holes and put those on. Just make sure they're high res versions. So go to Google Advanced Image Search and search larger than 10 megapixels in terms of size, because you don't want to be pulling over a low resolution image. The original image that we are going to apply our border on, and this is the border I found on the internet. Firstly, we're going to use the move tool. So I'm going to click down, drag, and then drop it on my image. Here we go. I'm going to resize this image. Make sure show transform controls in the move tool are clicked on, and I'm going to move it accordingly. I'm going to press enter when I've done. Now, next up, I'm going to do a black and white adjustment layer. So everything's in black and white below this. So half black, half white circle, go to black and white. There we go. Just going to minimize that. Okay, it's time to cut out the border using the Polygon Lasso tool. Polygon Lasso tool is 3 down here, and I'm going to hold down on this, and the Polygon Lasso tool is 2nd down. I'm going to change my feathering to 2 pixels here. When you select, the Polygon tool, Lasso tool is a selection tool. When you select with this, and when you put points down, the edging of the selection is feathered if you start to obviously ramp this up. So if you put a number in here, if it's on 0, you'll get things cut out as if they were cut out with a pair of scissors. I don't want my edge to look like it's been cut out like a pair of scissors, so I'm feathering it slightly with 2 pixels. The Polygon Lasso tool works very similar to this. I'm just going to go to the lasso, the layer 1. So this is ready on the layer in which I want to cut the border out. So now you should zoom in to do this, but for demonstration purposes I'm just going to do it so you can see the whole of the image as I do it. So I'm interested in the inner edge of the border. Okay, so as I go around and click on each corner, it will leave a point, and when I get back to the last point, it will come up with a little circle next to my cursor, and that's showing me I've completed the selection. Okay, so there's my selection, but I've selected the inner bit. I actually want to select the outside bit. So all I need to do is go to select and inverse. So now just my border is selected. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a mask on this, as so, and then all I need to do is select a paintbrush. It's got to be a black paintbrush, so press D and then X. And then what you can do here, you're going to be painting around the edges of the border, okay, on this layer. So this is just to fade it off. Before we fade it off though, I'm just going to go back to my layer here, and I'm going to use a blending mode to fade the layer into the image because it's a bit stuck on at the moment. and I'm going to choose the darken blending mode. There you go. And that's much more. Blending mode's basically how one layer interacts over another. So there we go. Okay, and lastly, as I say, click on the layer mask now. And if you don't know how layers essentially work where anything black on the layer mask will hide what's to the left of it, and anything white, which is the border, will remain revealed. So obviously we've got the border revealed, but the inside hidden. And all I'm going to do on this layer mask on a low opacity, so we've got 10% here at the top, and it's got to be a soft edged brush, so one of these. And all you're going to do is just click and just hide some of the edging, like so. And that will fade it off in an irregular format. Okay. Lastly, if you want to change the blending mode of the border, please obviously do by changing it from darken to any of the others. It's interesting sometimes what you'll get. The other things you can do is just give it a bit of a sepia look. I'm going to do a hue saturation adjustment layer above the black and white layer here, so it will actually end up in colour. So up to hue saturation, click on colorize, and with a hue I'm just going to choose a sort of yellowy orangey browny kind of feel to it. There you go, and voila, there you go. So that's fake borders with a bit of a sepia tone to it. Thanks very much, guys. See you later.